Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today I'm sharing the Anna Griffin March Craft Kit, and I will be sharing 6 cards that I created with this month's kit, and we'll be making a couple of these together. So I hope you are ready to craft with me. Let's get into it. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing. If you have already seen it and don't care to see it, you can jump to the 2-minute, 6-second mark-ish, and that's when I start the actual card making process. So this is my first time looking at the materials for this month, and the papers are lovely. We have some butterflies. This is beautiful. And then this gray pattern, and then this green like tree branchy thing, and then this kind of like hot pink, and then this floral. So I really like the papers this month. They're lovely. We get our 12 ribbon bows, and then we get 12 5x7 cards, and then we get also the card inserts. And these are all occasion. Again, I'm just kind of flipping through them to see kind of the general theme, and they're pretty much friendship and birthday and all occasion. And for this time around, she has pre-stamped the handmade by kind of on the back, which I think is really awesome. It's really cool. And then we have a little pack of ephemera. So these are like butterflies and teacups and gifts. So I like those a lot. And then this is the pack of flowers, and they are 3D flowers and kind of in the style of like art, sketch, botanicals. This is the border die, and unfortunately it doesn't come with a shadow layer, which I was kind of sad about. And then you get 12 kind of all occasion sentiments. Now, if you miss signups, I have good news. Anna's going to reopen it July 2026, so you can join. So that's the kit. So I am going to be using the March 2026 sheet load of cards, but instead of really following the sketch, I'm going to use the border kind of in place of those 2 bottom panels. So I am going to use the 5x7 cards that come with this kit. So I'm not really going to use anything else like the cutting or anything, because I'm not making A2 cards. I'm going to use the 5x7 cards that came in the kit. But if you would like your own copy of the sketch, I'll leave Alicia's info in the description box as always. So I picked out one of each of the 6 patterns for the card bases. And so we're going to make some really simple cards. I'm going to use this background die kind of for that piece at the bottom. So for the first card, I'm going to use, this is that diamond press adhesive sheet. So they always send you 1 or 2 when you order from them, and so I really actually like these a lot. I think their more recent formula is a lot better, and so but this is perfect for these kind of things where it's like, oh my gosh, can you imagine like to get glue on these really intricate little bits and pieces is like no, but this makes it super easy and it does stay. So I'm just going to trim off any of the excess vellum, and I really wanted to kind of mute the background a little bit, and I thought this was a good way to do it. So there's still a little detail, but it kind of breaks up, you know, that whole pattern in the back a little bit. So I think this border die really could have benefited from a shadow layer, and I'm kind of sad it didn't come with one, but it's easy enough to kind of make one, but it would have been nice to have had. So like I said, I'm following the sheet load template, and it called for this kind of arch window. So I use these 2 layers and to create that. Now I'm using this tape runner in the back. Now, how do you hide vellum? By using a dot adhesive. So if you have like a dot adhesive runner, it should hide it pretty well. So as you can see, you can't even see it. So this is usually my go-to. I popped it up on some foam adhesive, and then I'm placing that there. I'm going to go ahead and start working with the embellishments and laying them where I think I want to go. The nice thing about the Anna Griffin embellishments is that once you remove the liner and reveal the adhesive, you can reposition them, which is nice. But I always add a bit of glue once I've decided where I want to put it. So I was thinking that I was going to do those 3 elements, but you know, I'm very much a more is more and less is a bore kind of girl. So I did pull out some more, and just to make it kind of more full, like a fuller little spray of flowers there. And so that's kind of what I settled on, but I did go back and add another one just because, you know, just having 4 elements there just kind of wasn't working for me. So I did add a 5th one after I was editing this video. Anywho, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop off that right part of the sentiment, the happy birthday, so it's flushed with the panel. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the adhesive, and this is where I'm going to add the liquid glue just to make sure that it doesn't come off. And then I'll arrange my little flowers here. All right, so I'm thinking about where placement for that little butterfly, but I'm just gonna spread the little wings out and we'll call this one done. So there is the card, and then on to card number 2. So I'm taking this one and then I'm adding the layer at the bottom, and this one already has the vellum. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the adhesive. And as always, you know, it's good to put the adhesive behind any elements that are going to hide any of the adhesive, but I have found that if you use a dot runner adhesive, it tends to kind of disappear, and it makes it really, really hard to even tell that there's adhesive there. All right, so same thing with this panel. I'm going to pop it up. So I'm going to remove the liner from the back of the foam adhesive, and then I'll place that right there. And then I will add my little embellishments. And then this one too, I was like, I have 4 elements here, and I should at least have, you know, odds per, you know, the design gods. And so I did go ahead and add one more flower afterwards, but you'll see at the end how everything comes together. So I'm going to start by adding the gift on there, and then I'm going to add this rose, and then I'll add the little flower bunch at the top. So what did you guys think so far? I think these kits have been really, really nice. Like I said, I think if I had to change one thing, I probably would say I would rather have like the matte gold foil cardstock and instead of like the inserts, but that's just me. But so far I think these have been great, and I look forward to seeing what else we get. I wasn't sure if, since last month it was like Valentine's Day, so I wasn't sure if we're gonna get like St. Patrick's Day kind of stuff, but nope, this was just this kind of botanical theme. Now here I'm adding this little pearl drops just to give it more detail. So you can see this is what it looks like. They don't make this pen anymore. I've had it for years, but you can get something like the drops that are similar, the Nouveau drops. Now here are all the cards that I've made. So the first one we did together right now. Here is this sympathy card, and then this one. And then as you can see, I did some die cut inlay, and that I think looks really nice, but it is a little time consuming, so that's the only one I did that to. And then here is that hot pink one, and those colors just pop. I love it. And then just trying to put them in camera. Then here is this other one that we did together, another birthday card. And then the last one with the little teacup. I think this is so pretty. And so even though you have these really bold colors, I think the muted colors of the embellishments really make this really, really nice. And I added a little bit of glitter, I think you can see there, just to make it sparkle a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Hope you're enjoying these kits as much as I do. Bye.